What's going on, guys? Welcome back, Apex Predator. So here we go, another video. We're still doing weekly race B, which is 3 laps of Mount Panorama, but I've got a few things I want to get through in this video. So as you can see here, we're starting second using the GTR for this race, with a qualifying lap of 2:12.6. Now that's not the lap time that I've done in the GTR. That's using the that's the Megane lap time. I'm actually sitting on 2:12.3 now, using the Megane. You might see that a bit later on. So here we go, starting second in the GTR. Now the GTR is actually really nice to drive around here. Very drivable. You can take a few crucial corners flat out in this. You can't in the Megane, which can give you an edge, but obviously you need to qualify with the Megane and then start with the GTR and then hope that you don't get. I mean, look at that yellow Megane in the mirror. So you're still going to get swamped at the end of the straights, but you do have the handling if you can just about hold the position. So watch how good the GTR is all the way through here. And you can really get on the throttle here. Flat out easy all the way up here now. This bit's easy flat out as well. He says, not quite in the race evidently, but it is. This bit, so the skyline's a little bit trickier than it is in the Megane. The dipper here though is probably the trickiest bit in the GTR relative to the Megane. I'm running a -1 brake bias for the GTR. Just seems to help because there's a lot of suspension movement in the GTR, so it just seems to help just get my nose tucked. Feels pretty nice. You're going to get a good drive out of there, but the Megane's just going to pull away. So as well as comparing the GTR to the Megane, I'm going to do this one race in the GTR just to show you that how it does a lap and where the performance gains and differences are. So we've got this yellow Megane, look again at the end of Comrade, sticking the nose up through the chase. He's braked very deep there though. In fact, far too deep. It's gone off the track. I have managed to get a couple of wins in the GTR, but I don't think it's fair to say based off those wins that it's competitive with the Megane. It sort of is, but not really. A lot of it depends on the other drivers, whether or not they make a mistake really, whether or not you're going to get the win. The best bet really for this race is to use the Megane. But like I said, I've tried a few little cars just to give it a go, and I mean I would recommend giving the GTR a try. It is very nice to drive, but you're going to have to have your wits about you at the end of the 2 straights. That's the only problem. But it's lovely through here. Just feels very nice all the way through here really, until you get to the dipper. Loads of grip. But yeah, so as well as comparing the GTR to the Megane, in this video I want to talk a little bit about something that I'd call zero-sum defending, and it's just where you both lose out basically through either being overly aggressive trying to attack where there's not really any room to get through, or trying to defend too much where someone's already got a clear run, and basically just how you can lose more lap time through being overly aggressive than you necessarily need to. I've got some good examples that we can get into of where I think either myself or someone else is losing time from defending too hard or attacking too much, or vice versa. I've got some examples where working together you can really turn a race around, and vice versa. I've got some races that unravelled from what I'd argue is overly defensive driving. So we can get into that and have a look. And we're going to draw this race to an end at the end of lap 2, because you can see we're driving pretty well in the GTR, but we just don't have the top end really. As soon as the Megane gets away, that's it. Alright, so let's hop into another. We're in the Megane now. We've got a long train of cars in front, so I'm not wanting to be too aggressive here. I'm just wanting to, certainly for a lap, just sort of just follow and see if someone else in front wants to put the pressure on someone, and that's how you tend to capitalise. But watch the guy behind me. Probably not just yet, but there's not really anywhere through here at all, so there's no real point trying to pressure the car in front of you too much, because you just lose lap time. Best just sticking in line really, and sort of bump drafting and working together. Very close through here though. It's always good fun racing on Bathurst. So you see here, I'm not driving as fast as I can because there's not really anywhere I can go. Could be closer though, to be honest. Coming out of the elbow down Conrod. And as a result, look, I'm going to come under pressure from this Megane behind. Now, were I him, I'd bump draft here. But obviously he's going to go for the inside, through the chase. I'll leave him room. Now, he's on the outside here. And look at that, it comes straight in front. It's just not a good idea doing that really. Never a great idea pulling in front of a car directly before the braking zone. You're just asking to be hit up the rear. Very silly. Again, look, he's defending the inside here, fair enough. I go for a cutback. Oh. Got a penalty for that. I'm gonna serve that and let him back through, because I didn't mean to do that, but this is what I mean about a zero sum. So look how much time we both have lost, whereas, you know, if it were at me, I would have bump drafted down that straight and we'd have probably both been in touch looking at 4th or 5th, you know, easy. Whereas now look, yeah, we're 8th and 10th. Zero sum, I'd say. Neither of us have gained from that. And off he goes anyway, look. So after all that, alright, let's have another look. What's this one going to be? Oh yep, I think I know what this one is. This is quite a good one, this one. So the Dutch driver in front, I'm pretty sure that's a Dutch flag. Yeah, remember, it's hard for me to see when I'm doing these commentaries. I can't tell if the bottom colour is green or blue, but I think it's blue. He's either Hungarian or Dutch, I suppose. Very wide through there, look, so he's lost ground. We need to make sure we keep up with the pack. So I give him a little bump draft bit. I've got a car behind as well, though, remember. Now what's the Finnish driver in P3 here? I think it's not quite here, it's at the end of Conrad I think. He just becomes really slow for some reason. So yeah, look, much better exit than the Dutch driver in front. The Finns hassling P1 and P2. Pull out to be on the outside through the chase, but it gives me the inside through the brakes. Keep watching the Finn in front. Look, it suddenly slows down and I've got nowhere to go. I get pushed out the way a little bit by the Dutch driver. He sort of banzais up the inside. Don't know what the Finnish driver was doing there really, but not a very sensible place to be lifting, to be honest. I'll try and give him a little tap down inside, but the Dutch driver goes mental again. Takes the Russian out. Now this is interesting. Now I think I've slowed this down a little bit. So look, he's on the outside, Finnish driver's through on the inside. It's obvious I'm trying to follow this inside line, but look how severe his turning is. Way more severe than it should be, not leaving me any room, and there's only one outcome there really. I'm already fully committed. You see, I'm even on the grass trying to avoid him. If you go back and watch that again, pretty much, I can't back out of it at that point. So again, zero sum in my opinion. He's just defending far too hard, and it's cost him. He brakes far too much there. I've got one more race to show you guys after this. That's an example of just how what am I trying to say? It's an example of how much better your race can go, just without being too aggressive, whether on the attack or on the defence. Hassling the Finn here, we're going to get good toe down Conrad. Okay, just pick a side. Decided not to do anything too silly. We've got a whole other lap. Looking now the inside here. Can't get it done. Bit clumsy over the curb, but firm but fair. And defend me inside here. It's not really going to be able to get around the outside. Plenty of people try, but it's not really a smart place to try it. And yeah, as you can tell, he's lost another position, so would have been better just tucking in behind there, really. Pretty nice lap here. Much faster out of the traffic. That's one last example of how not defending too hard can help you out, so keep an eye on the mirror. Now look, I make a little mistake there getting on the grass, so I see, even though I'm sort of covering the middle, I see him make the late lunge, so I don't go to defend it, I just let him do it, go for the cutback, and there we go, we keep the position. Whereas if, you know, if I tried to just turn in and close the door like those people did to me at turn 1 and wherever else it was, and we ended up getting hit off the track, it would have been the same there. If I tried to just turn in like I would normally, he was already committed, he would have just come through and hit me off. Much better to let him make his move and, you know, set yourself up for a cutback. So anyway, final race for you guys now. I wasn't recording this one, so we just had to use the replay, but bump drafting the Spaniard here, rather than trying to, you know, I had a slight run, so it looked like he was defending the inside, so were the roles reversed and everything so far for the last few days, someone would have tried to go down the outside of me there, and it's just never going to work. You're going to lose time through Griffins. Much better either just tucking behind or bump drafting a little bit. Close as you like on the way into the cutting. Yeah, it's a really good race this one, guys, so I'm not going to talk too much now. There's not much else to say, just enjoy the race. So the Spaniard's up into P2. But crucially, P1 hasn't been able to break away because we haven't been squabbling that hard. We're all in the tow here, so gonna get some triple slipstream down mountain. Nice and easy on the brakes. Great shots going up the mountain. Now, this Britain front starting to slow a little bit, starting to make a few little mistakes, but I'm still not going to do anything silly. Don't want to slow either of us down. Now again, I just want to work together here, I just want to bump draft him down the straight really. getting him away a little bit. I wanted to keep bump drafting him, but he was so wide through that last part that we ended up just sort of slipping past. But crucially, we're still in touch with the pack. If I hadn't bump drafted him at the end of Conrad there, if I'd have tried to send a move either up the inside or the outside at the chase, we probably would have lost too much time and we wouldn't have been in touch with the pack. It's looking like it's going to be a good last lap. These two are going to scrap a little bit, which should just bring us back into play. Yep. Game on here. Just picked up a penalty coming through a dipper there. 2 seconds, I think. Just spoiled the race a little bit, but never mind. I'm going to take it to the end, and I'm going to just pull over at the line and serve it. But until that point, it was a really good race. And look, if I didn't have that penalty, I think I could have possibly got another spot here, but I'm not going to try too hard at the end with a penalty. So pull over and serve it, and there we go. So there we go, guys. Nice little selection of some races. I know I'm mainly using the Megane, but it's the only thing that's really competitive. It's good fun driving stuff like the Viper and the GTR, but I mean, I've not really driven the Megane much anyway, so I'm going to make the most of it for now. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're all doing well. Drop a like if you liked. You're welcome to leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you all very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye.